Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author and depression counselor. Welcome to another edition of your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. The title of today's talk is Best Things to Say to Someone Who is Depressed. Oftentimes people come up to me and ask, what can I say to my wife or my husband or my parent or my child or friend who's going through a deep depression? I want to start off by saying what not to say. The first thing that you want to avoid is to try to give advice to the depressed person. Phrases such as, don't be so negative, or think more positively, are not helpful. That's because the depressed person's brain cannot think of a positive thought for a protracted period of time. Their brain chemistry is too imbalanced. The other thing to do is not to talk the person out of their feelings, or try to talk them out of their feelings. If the person says life is not worth living, all is hopeless, telling him he's wrong or arguing with him only makes the situation worse. Instead, you can say, well, I'm sorry you're in pain. What can I do to help you feel better? And the third thing is not to take the negativity personally. When the white light or the light that you send forth to the depressed person is sucked into a black hole, don't get angry and don't get negative. Oftentimes people who are depressed complain that their families or loved ones actually react negatively to them, and that only makes their situation worse. Again, you just might want to say, I'm sorry you're in pain, and if there's anything I can do, let me know. Now, let's turn our attention to what to say, since we know what not to say. And there are two things that the depressed person needs. One is validation. I see you're depressed. And number two is compassion. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. And I've compiled a couple of specific phrases that you can say that reflect these two qualities of compassion and validation. I love you. I care. You're not alone in this. I'm not going to leave or abandon you. Do you want a hug? When all this is over, I'll still be here, and so will you. Would you like to hold my hand and talk about it? I can't fully understand what you are feeling, but I can offer my compassion. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. I have empathy for what you are going through. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to take care of myself so you don't need to worry that your pain might hurt me. I can't imagine what it's like for you. I just can't imagine how hard it must be. You are important to me. If you need a friend, I am here. Finally, if prayer is something you believe in, then pray for your friend's healing. Turn his or her welfare over to a higher power. Because prayer goes directly into the unconscious, it's not met by the resistance that often occurs when you talk to a person directly. And a particular prayer service that I highly recommend is Silent Unity. They're in the Midwest, but they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the phone number is 800-669-7729. And they will take your friend's name and put it in their chapel and hold it in consciousness for 30 days in continuous prayer. To respect the person's confidentiality, it's always best to use the first name only. And giving your loved one a combination of compassionate words and praying for them is truly supportive. This is Douglas Bloch. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about my work, go to healingfromdepression.com or click on the links in the closing credits. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery.